Hello traders, I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. Friday, March 31st, a really big day. We got the Planning Intentions Report here in a few hours, 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. This is a big report and there should be some volatility going on here in a few hours. Be careful trying to read into this report. It can be very volatile, but certainly the ratio of soybean price to corn price does look like there's going to be more soybean acres this year. So if there's anything I've learned being around these markets all my life, it's the U.S. farmer and their ability to plant corn, and they're very good at it. So we get an early start to spring planting next month. The U.S. farmer may plant more corn acres than anybody's talking about today. Nonetheless, this report, where we close today, is going to be the key, and it's going to be important here going forward in the short term. Okay, the first chart today is the corn chart. All three of the charts we're going to show you today, corn, soybeans, and wheat, you can see the markets trending lower here. So the corn chart really down into support, and we'll see what happens. Exports are good, demand is good, but certainly this supply of corn in South America and North America is a burdensome supply. Okay, the soybean market, in the next chart we'll put soybeans up here, and you can really see the damage done on soybean from this huge South American production. Certainly the soybean market looks in very good support. In a couple hours, the USDA is probably going to tell us 90 million acres, something like that, of soybean are going to be planted this year. Remember a couple weeks ago I said in 1922 we planted 1.9 million acres. Here we are today, 90 million acres. And what a growth story here in soybean. And it's the legume, it's the protein that the world wants, and the demand is very, very good. And so wheat, we'll talk here in the next chart about wheat. You can see the market in very good support again. Egypt and Turkey, two big wheat buyers. They've been buying wheat quite a bit, very active here. And these are emerging markets and they're doing better. So that's a boom for commodities and our grain markets. Okay, the Baltic Freight Index. Nobody talks about this too much. Jim Grant, of the famous interest rate observer, and Dennis Gartman 30 years ago talked about the Baltic Freight Index. But the last 6 weeks, it's on a tear going higher. Now that's good for the world economy, and analysts will say this is China and their iron ore demand, but this is good for grains and it's good for the world economy, and things are better than they were. So that's a very good topic to talk about. Next, food prices. This is the first year, 2016 last year, food prices declined at the grocery store. Certainly these big crops that we have something to do with that. But that's a boom for us USA consumers, and we'll see how that goes. This is the first year since 1967 food prices have declined at the grocery store from a year ago. So that's a good story. And so watch these algorithms here at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and crude oil's above $50. So that's interesting, and support for all the commodities. There's a lot of crude oil in the world, and here it is above $50 this morning. So I find that interesting. Everybody have an excellent weekend.